Israel's fight against Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, and Iran have dominated headlines for years. There's also another front in this war for the land, and the weapon is a grapevine. CBN Middle East reporter Joshua Swanson explains.
Israel's fight against Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, and Iran has dominated headlines for years. There's also another front in this war for the land, and the weapon is a grapevine. CBN Middle East reporter Joshua Swanson explains, just south of Jerusalem, in the biblical heartland of Judea, sits Tekoa, where the ancient prophet Amos lived and foretold that the mountains shall drip with wine. Welcome to Tekoa. We are in Yoni and Gadi's vineyard, answering the prophetic call of Amos to replant the vines in the hills of Judea. But modern-day Tekoa stands on the front lines of a very different kind of battle, a battle for the heart and soil of the land of Israel. Agriculture and farms, trees and vineyards are the border. They are like the border between us and our neighbors. If you're not planting, you're losing your ground. Brothers Yoni and Gadi are strengthening Israel's frontiers one vine at a time. Look around you. We are right on the border between the village Tekoa and the new vineyard. The brothers believe that the biblical heartland of Judea and Samaria was given to Israel by God, to settle it by peacefully cultivating the land, and every day they walk here to guard, keep and watch their lands. On October 7th, 2023, however, both brothers were called up to the IDF to defend Israel, trading pruning forks for rifles. I got a call from a unit and they said, "We need you. We didn't want it. We wanted to do agriculture." During Gadi's 230-day military service, his wife Haba and their 5 children kept the frontline vineyards alive. She said, "We were terrified and exhausted, but the children learned farming, living." Out what the prophet said, Israel's government recently approved a symbolic resolution to once again take control of Judea, Samaria, and the Jordan Valley. I am Mike Johnson. I'm the Speaker of the House of Representatives in the United States Congress. We are so blessed to be here at ancient Shiloh. Speaker Johnson said the mountains of Judea and Samaria belong to the Jewish people. Quote, by right. Families like the Erics are already laying the groundwork literally. When we were new here, there were only few caravans. We built in my house doing agriculture. We were able to help this place to develop, to grow bigger. Driving through the hills, Yoni points to the desert planted with vines. This is like the forefatherland. This is the Bible lands, and this is our valley. This is where we were planting most of our vineyards. The next valley over from the Eric's vineyard lies Amos Valley, still bearing the name of the biblical prophet. This is the original Amos Valley. If you go all the way east, you will meet in the Dead Sea. Amos' grave is over there. I'm touching a stone that maybe Amos the prophet was touching. The brothers say they're partnering with prophecy. I will bring back the captives of my people Israel. They shall plant vineyards and drink wine from them. I will plant them in their land, and no longer shall they be pulled up from the land I have given them, says the Lord your God. Every vine they plant is more than agriculture. It's rooting Israel's future deep into the land. It's a very deep and spiritual relation between the grapevine and people of Israel. Our nation were divorced for 2,000 years. You can divorce from your land. You can divorce from your story. My grandfather and my grandmother was in Europe during the 40s. The brothers' grandparents survived the Holocaust and came to the reborn state of Israel. My best relationship is with the grounds, with the land, driving in posts, bringing water, enriching the soil, nurturing vines for 3 years until the 4th year and the first harvest. It's exciting me when I, holding a plant, see what's going on. It's like a baby. Everything is in the nature. Gods do everything for us. The story is that Vineyard is like, I believe in this land. I believe in the future. I believe in the next generations. During the war, a few teenagers slim a new vineyard and we came back, we saw it, and we were very, very happy about it to see it. we saw that the next generation is doing vineyards, and this is our vision. This isn't just about reclaiming the desert and cultivating a vineyard. This is about reclaiming the land of Israel for future generations. Reporting in Tekoa, Joshua Swanson, CBN News. The restoration of the land and the people, the desert blooming, prophecy being fulfilled. Let's look at that full passage from Amos, because I think there's a piece for you and I, for the Gentiles. In it, let's start in verse 11. On that day I will raise up the tabernacle of David, which is fallen down, and repair its damages. I will raise up its ruins and rebuild it as in the days of old. The tabernacle of David was not the temple of Solomon. That was something was in Shiloh, that it was a different building, that they may possess the remnant of Eden, and all the Gentiles who are called by my name. That's where we get a place. The Apostle Paul called us grafted in. We're wild olives grafted into the olive tree of Israel. The Gentiles who are called by my name are the Christians who come and say, yes, we want to stand with Israel. Behold, the days are coming, says the Lord, when the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes him who subdues seed. The mountains will drip with sweet wine, and all the hills shall flow with it. I will bring back the captives of my people Israel. They shall build the waste cities. They shall inhabit them, shall plant vineyards and drink wine from them. They shall also make gardens and eat fruit from them. I will plant them in their land, and no longer shall they be pulled up from the land I have given them, says the Lord your God. That prophecy has been fulfilled in our generation and the beginning of it. 1948, we're seeing it today. May all the captives in Gaza be returned. So may every word over Gaza be fulfilled. May we see peace in Israel and peace in the land. Everyone's searching for something. Unfortunately, they're just looking in the wrong places for the right thing. I think they've had everything the world has to offer, and they're done with it. They're at their wits' end, and this can't just be life as we know it. There's more. We might even say there's like signs of revival among young people. Something has been happening on campuses across the nation. You all are a part of a generation. That God is sparking revival, and it is spreading as applause. I got no baby.